Hello and welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute-a-day podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse, recorded here in the dining room of the Bible Bistro, located in Sharonville, Ohio. Hey there friends, welcome back to Daily Dose Radio here in the Bible Bistro, and today we're going to be looking at verses 14 and 15 in Psalm 10. We're going through the second half of Psalm 10. And today we're in the section now that answers the question posed in verse 1, which was about the problem of evil. So before I read 14 and 15, because really this question is going to consume us all week, or for the rest of the week, let me just read for you verses 1 and 2. Why, O Lord, do you stand in the distance? You conceal yourself now when there is trouble. When the pride of the wicked burns against the poor, may they be caught in the evil devices which they have planned. So here we have this question that's posed, why do you stand in the distance? You conceal yourself now when there's trouble, right? So that's a question there. When the pride of the wicked burns against the poor, really, is this a time for you, God, to conceal yourself? So evil is here. God seems to be at a distance. He's concealing himself at a time that is not convenient for the poor and for those who are being caught by the evil devices of the wicked man. Okay, so now we come to verse 14. From verse 3 all the way down through verse 13, we have this description of the wicked man. So we know who he is. We've got that covered. But now let's answer the question of God at a distance. Why is that happening? Why is this evil happening when there's a good God on the scenes? And apparently the psalmist says on the sidelines, or at least that's what it seems to be. Verse 14. I'm going to read 14 and 15 now. For you have seen mischief and wickedness. You have seen to require it at your hand. Unto you the hapless has entrusted his cause. You are the help of the orphan. Break the arm of the wicked and the evil one. Search out his wickedness until you find no more. So we begin here with 14 and 15 answering this question, and we have an opposite statement. So you'll notice in 11, the wicked man, his second statement was, or his second little monologue was, God has forgotten, he's hidden his face, he doesn't see forever. Here, you'll notice verse 14 is the opposite of that. For you have seen mischief and wickedness. You have seen to require it at your hand. Unto you the hapless has entrusted his cause. Remember the hapless? From verse 10, the fortress of the hapless will fall by his strong ones. So unto you the hapless has entrusted his cause. Is that in vain? You are the help of the orphan. Just the opposite of what the wicked man has done. He's acted as if God is not present. He said there, I'm not going to be moved forever. There will never be any evil that is evil for me. He says that God has forgotten, he's hidden his face, he doesn't see, and he said that God doesn't even look into it. Well, here we find out that God is going to search out wickedness until he finds no more. So God is going to look into it. He's going to search it out until he finds no more. You'll notice verse 15 is sort of the prayer of the psalmist here. Break the arm of the wicked and the evil one. Search out his wickedness. So the prayer is in opposition to what the wicked man has said. God doesn't even look into it. David prays and says, search it out, look into it, and do so until you find no more wickedness, which means that God's going to be cleansing out wickedness. So, does God not see? Yes, he does see. David tells us that. You've seen mischief and wickedness. And what is it that the wicked man is speaking? Curses, treachery, oppression, mischief, and wickedness. So God sees it. You have seen to require it at your hand. So there is a judgment, a reckoning that's coming. The wicked man says, I'm never going to see any evil. God's asleep. He's standing off to the side. No, the psalmist tells us that there's a requirement coming for all of this. The hapless has entrusted his cause. Is that in vain? Absolutely not. He is the help of the orphan. The orphan now enters the scene, and so we have a fuller list of the people that the wicked man is abusing. We know he's catching the poor and the afflicted, the hapless, and now we see that the orphans also are ones that are being helped by the Lord because the wicked are after them as well. Tomorrow, we'll get into some more about this answer against evil in the world, and we'll find out verses 16 and 17 that the Lord is very active. He's not standing off on the sidelines, but he has a plan in place. So join me then here on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. For more fresh and delicious Bible studies, podcasts, books, and more, check out the Bible Bistro online and on YouTube. Join me again next time for Daily Dose Radio.